Good afternoon, Yeshivat Frisch. I'm Alex Massell, and this is the Frisch News Network. Energies are high and the halls are buzzing in what's been an amazing start to the new school year. An earlier dismissal time, a new testing schedule, a brand new freshman Beit Midrash, an expanded central Beit Midrash, and the anticipation over the new Fab Lab are just a few of the exciting pieces that welcomed us back to school this year. And just as the year started getting underway, last week we hosted our largest gathering yet at our annual open house. In the first in-person open house in 2 years, guests were greeted by a welcoming team of students, teachers, and parents as they enjoyed a taste of Frisch's best, with shiurim, teacher presentations, student panels, and of course, some great Cougar cuisine. We can't wait to meet prospective students as they come for their visit days. And speaking of younger classmen, what better way to start off your high school years at Frisch than with a relaxed gathering in an idyllic setting? We call it Freshman Retreat. From Ellenville, New York, here's Sophia Patinsky.
Here we are at the Hudson Valley Resort, and everybody's having a great time with Freshman Retreat.
Energies were high as soon-to-be Cougars rushed into the welcoming lines of seniors that would soon become family. These began with a fun, interactive game show, and then students got to meet each other in a few chaotic but fun rounds of speed cougaring. The next morning, freshmen enjoyed a Panoply game and human apples to apples, where they were put in random groups pitted against one another for the grand prize. On Friday afternoon, the lobby was abuzz as new friendships continued to develop during free time and pre-Shabbos pictures.
What's been your favorite part of Freshman Retreat so far?
Speed cougaring and tackle football.
Shabbos was the highlight of the trip, starting with a meaningful Kabbalat Shabbat and random seating charts that allowed new friendships to spark. You know that freshmen and Rabbi Goldfisher's famous WITS faculty member games further brought the grade together in fun and good spirit. Slow Shirah, inspiring Divrei Torah, and a musical Havdalah with dancing capped the weekend as the newly minted Cougars left their Cub status behind. Freshmen can't wait for the next 4 years of this amazing journey.
For Frisch News, I'm Sophia Patinsky, and back to the studio.
Thank you, Sophia. As we continue to look at the year ahead, all eyes are on Frisch sports. Who's playing? Who are the contenders for a championship? And what about the fans? Our own Ari Katz took a visit to the Cougar Court to get some answers.
AC, thank you so much for sitting down with me today to talk about sports at Frisch. So first off, what's happening with the sports teams at Frisch? Who's playing competitively?
It's a great question to start off, and I appreciate your time. So as of right now, all the teams will be competing in the Metropolitan Yeshiva High School League. We've already had tryouts for about 12 teams, and coming up we'll have the girls and boys indoor soccer, tennis, and softball in the spring.
After a tough year and a half of COVID that really derailed the sports seasons for Frisch, what can fans look forward to get back into the Frisch spirit?
So hopefully they will have definitely a live stream option this year to watch all the games, and I think this year, because kids didn't get to participate in sports last year, our team's a little bit larger than usual. So we're giving kids more of an opportunity to be involved in sports. So hopefully with that, we can bring back the Cougar Nation pride and win a lot of championships.
What are your thoughts on the 6 a.m. varsity boys basketball practice time? How dedicated are these guys to start doing that?
So we only have one gym and we have 8 teams competing in the gym, and the boys varsity basketball players really wanted more time to practice, because the more practice they do, the better they'll be. So the only option was a 6 a.m. practice for them. That was the only time the gym was available. And in sports, there's only one thing that's black and white. One team's going to win and the other team's going to lose. Everything else is up for debate. So having this 6 a.m. practice, on the one hand, is a new thing in Frisch history, having them come in so early. But on the other hand, the more the teams gel and go through challenges, the better the memories and the better the team will be at the end of the day.
So what can you tell me about intramurals, FBI, IFL?
So what I can tell you about that, it's a great opportunity. Unfortunately, there's only a limited amount of spots on the basketball, the hockey team, the ice hockey team. But when a kid still wants to be able to compete, this is their opportunity. The Flag Football League is amazing. We have a varsity team, we have a JV team, and we have over 50% of the male students involved in that program. And it really gives another opportunity for them to bond, come together, and play competitive sports.
Frisch basketball hasn't won a championship since 2017. We're in a little bit of a dry spell, so what can Frisch do to get back to that championship level?
Is that really true? 2017, that was the last one? I'll have to double check on that. So look, the kids are into it. The coaches are dedicated. Like we said, 6 a.m. practice. That's what boys varsity are willing to do to win a championship. But at the end of the day, the playoffs is just one game. It's not a series like they have in the NBA. So any team can win any time. And we just hope that if we practice and really listen to the coaches and have each other's backs, we'll get to that championship level again.
Before I let you go, some fans want to know, not me, what does AC stand for? Does it stand for athletic coach?
So it stands for many things. My real name is A.C Coren, but I don't think anyone knows that. So that's where it came from. I was playing basketball, and there was a famous basketball player named A.C Coren that played for the Lakers. So when I was younger, I was a much better basketball player, so that's how the nickname started, and it's just continued and grown.
Thank you so much for your time today. Looking forward to a great year. Go Cougars! For Frisch News, I'm Ari Katz. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Ari. We look forward to being able to cheer on all of the Frisch Cougar teams. Well, that's all for us today here at Frisch News. Have a story idea? Want to get involved? Email us at frischnews@frisch.org. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram. For Frisch News, I'm Alex Massell. Have a great day.